Well, my story with Conrad begins when I was in about 6th grade. I've been at Grace ever since I was 6 years old, so it's been a really long time. But when he and Debbie showed up to help out and be a part of the youth group, I was in 6th grade. So all I knew was he was the new youth pastor, and that was it. So I didn't really get very involved with the youth group. I would go to Sunday school on a Sunday morning. But it wasn't until I was in 9th grade that I actually started going to youth group. And one of the reasons was because there weren't many girls when we first started out. So I didn't really know many people and I didn't know how to connect. But I really just loved being there. I felt accepted and I felt like I could connect with other people. And I also remember thinking that Conrad was a good teacher and that I wanted to learn from him. And I started going on missions trips. And I really remember that I would want to sit in the front of the van so that I could talk to Conrad, so that I could get to know him, so that I could ask him questions, personal questions about him, or we talked about something in Sunday school I didn't understand, or just a theological question I had that I wanted to ask him. There were definitely times when I wanted to be his co-pilot and I would fall asleep, and it didn't really help him out, but it was really fun to be able to get to know him. And that, I think one of the reasons why I really appreciated him was because he would tell me the truth about things, and he would challenge my viewpoint, and he would always ask, why does this matter? What do you think about that? So he just really challenged me to grow in my faith, not just sit back in Sunday school, but to participate. And he was just really intentional with me to learn about God and be able to explain why I believe in God. And so that just had a really large impact on my life. And right now I'm going to college. I'm a junior in college, and I'm going for Christian counseling. And honestly, I would credit that to Conrad because of my experience at the youth group, because I had someone who really invested in me. It just really made a big impact on my life. And I remember specifically when I felt God was calling me to ministry as a counselor was on a youth trip. And again, there weren't many older girls, and there were a lot of young girls who come up. And Conrad said, "Hey, will you lead this small group? I know you're one of the youth group girls, but will you lead it?" And because of that experience, God just really spoke to me and said, "This is what you're supposed to be doing." And so I would honestly say it's because of Conrad that I am heading for Christian counseling, and that I am where I am, helping out in the youth group here at Grace. It's just, I know that you can't credit all that to one person, but he had a really large impact on my life. So Conrad, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the times you've challenged me to not sit back, but to question and to answer hard questions, and to not let it be about me, but about those that I can pour into. So thank you very much.